Mom, I just wanted to ask if for tomorrow's wedding, you'd go ahead and not show up for me. I've already had your seat taken away and everything, so...
Excuse me?
So, since you have no seat now, please don't come. I'll make sure to send you pictures of the wedding and everything later, all right?
Hold your horses, Summer. Why would you ask me to stay away from your wedding day out of nowhere like that? You know I can't do that on my daughter's most important day.
Huh? Why not? The bride is asking you not to come to her wedding, so you can shut up and do as the bride is telling you, all right?
Why are you saying things like that to me now? Why don't you want me coming to my own daughter's wedding?
Well, Mom, I'd really like to cut ties to you after this. So I can't just have you coming to my wedding if I don't even want you around me anymore, right? That would make no sense.
You want to cut ties to me? Hold on, Summer. Tell me what's gotten into you all of a sudden. Telling me not to come to your wedding and saying that you want to push me away by cutting ties? Did I do something wrong to you?
Look, Mom, do you have any idea who the man is I'll be marrying tomorrow? I'm going to be getting married to the son of a very distinguished family who runs a large company. So in other words, starting tomorrow, I'm going to become a part of some very famous people. And when that happens, I'm no longer going to need some moneyless woman like you as my mom.
Moneyless woman?
Why are you so surprised by all of this? You've always been living your life with a very little income, right? Once Dad had divorced you, our home became one of very little money and a whole lot of sadness. When was the last time you bought yourself some new clothing, Mom? Like 10 years ago?
I guess we have been a smaller family now ever since your father left us and luck has not been on our side, but I have put all my energy and money into raising you to make sure you were always happy. I wanted you to never have to feel the pain of being raised by only a mother and on the income of only myself. So I would spoil you with a lot of what I earned in the hopes that you'd never notice the void he left behind. But to see you forgetting my sacrifice now and calling me a moneyless woman, it hurts!
Huh? You think I'm forgetting anything about that? I never cared enough to memorize what you did for me, so how could I be forgetting it now? If anything, the only thing I've held on to is the hate I have for you.
Huh?
Because you had to go and get that divorce with Dad, you left my life in tatters. I had to start living the life of a poor little girl in a single-parent household. Do you have any idea how many horrible memories I have from being around you?
You know the reason why your father and I had to get a divorce, right? Your father was addicted to slot machines and would never stop gambling no matter how much I told him to stop and step away. So I started to think only about you, and that led me to getting that divorce from him. It's not good to have someone addicted to gambling raising a child as well.
If you really wanted to care about me and my well-being, then where's the money I need? I had to live for years under you with no money and with very little to entertain myself. Had you just stuck with Dad, at least then I would have had the money he won from playing slots all the time. I think being raised in a moneyless household is way worse for me than living with a gambling addict.
That's why in order to have money for you, I've put in a lot of work over the years. And it's been 15 years now since the divorce, so that's 15 years of me working for your sake. And not just working a job, but working as two parents to make sure you were raised into the person you are now. I made sure to never focus on myself, only looking at you and working towards the great future I wanted you to have. That allowed you to go and study what you wanted at the school you wanted to attend. I'm sure I never made you feel as though you were living in poverty, right?
Huh? That's strange, considering that every day I was in the same house as you, I felt like I was living in a poor man's home. I wish I had the lives all my friends had, going overseas every year for vacation with their family. I wanted to be like them, going to Disney Park every year for a week.
Well, all of those friends happen to have parents working high up in large companies, right? Especially that one girl, whose dad is the CEO. While comparing the money I was bringing in to their parents. I had worked so hard for you, Summer, and I really made sure there was enough money for you, even without your father ever paying child support.
It's your job as my parent to work hard for me, so stop acting like you're someone special for something like that. Let's be real here, you should have never married someone like Dad and had a kid with him in the first place if you knew things would never turn out well for me. Being born into a moneyless family has really caused me so much trouble. I'm a victim of someone who never cared enough about her money or her situation, and I've had to pay for your flaws for the past 15 years.
What did you say?
Someone who's done all of that to me is not going to be coming to my wedding to celebrate my happiness. That's why you're not coming to my wedding anymore. I'm going to become a somebody for once, and I don't need some moneyless woman there celebrating that. A poor woman like you, with nothing to show for, shall never come around me ever again.
Are you sure about this?
Shut the hell up, you old hag. I think I'm very sure about all of this, considering I've told you to stay away so many times now.
Then I guess I have no other option. I gave it my all raising you, but I can't just force you to let me be a part of your future anymore. Please have a wonderful life with that Alex of yours.
Of course Alex and I are going to become happily married. I don't need to hear that from you, you idiot. Hey, Jody, what do you think you're doing as the mother of the bride? Hurry up and come to the wedding right now, please.
Huh? Renee?
I heard from your daughter that you're not coming today because you don't feel well enough. But there is just no way that someone like you would be feeling so bad that you can't make it to one of the most important days in your daughter's life. Even if you have a small fever, you can manage coming here still, right? You are her mother, so please be here to see her go from your little girl into Alex's wife. Both the bride's and groom's parents have put a lot of effort into this event, so you shouldn't miss it.
Could you hold on for one moment, please, Renee? What do you mean my daughter told you I wasn't feeling well enough today?
What do I mean? She said that you're feeling sick today. She said you became so anxious about her wedding that it ended up getting you sick. That's why Summer had to tell the wedding planner you wouldn't be coming today.
I'm not feeling sick or anything, though, today. The reason I'm not there right now is because Summer told me to stay away.
What?
For some reason or another, she seems to really hate me now. Apparently, she has no use for a single-parent mother anymore. She told me that she's going to be part of a more higher-class people now, so she has to cut ties to me. And that means I can't come to her wedding anymore.
You're lying, right? Summer said all of that to you?
I do have a lot to say about it, but since this is her wedding, I can't go against what she said. If the bride is telling me to stay away, then I'm going to stay away. So, with that, I'd like for you and your husband to please celebrate a little extra in my absence. And please take good care of my daughter for me.
Why are you so calm when saying all of that to me? You're just going to let Summer get away with saying all those terrible things to you? If my son had ever said something like that to me, I would have been spanking his butt for 5 days straight.
You really are such a powerful mother, aren't you, Renee? Which is amazing considering when you and I first met, you were so calm and kind.
And I've been the one watching you raise Summer all by yourself for the past 15 years. Hearing from you what she said, it really breaks my heart. I'm sorry, Jody, but I cannot let her say things like that to someone who has sacrificed so much.
I see. I totally forgot you've been by my side ever since that divorce from my ex-husband. Time has really gone by fast, hasn't it?
That's how it feels to all of us. But listen to me, Jody. I am so upset with what I've heard. You are one of my most dear friends, and you're telling me the daughter you raised with so much love is now stabbing you in the back? I want you to hang tight for me, okay? I'm going to do something about this right now.
You don't have to do anything, Renee. I'm totally fine right now, so there's no need to worry.
But I'm not fine at all, Jody. I thought that because she's your daughter, she'd be just perfect for my son. But now I'm being told that she's the exact opposite of her mother. I have to go and do something about this. Mom, you can come to my wedding right now. I am finally all right with you being here now, so you'd better hurry up so we can get on with things.
What? Why are you talking to me again now? I thought you told me yesterday that you were cutting ties to me.
Well, there was some trouble with that, so I have to ask you to come out here now. Right now, Alex's mom is getting all up in my face complaining about things, so having you here will be the only way that'll shut her up. She keeps going on and on about how my mom isn't here and how that's really messed up of me.
I see.
I tried to tell everyone that you're not here because you're feeling sick, but she's not buying it any. So it really does hurt me to say this, but you're allowed to come now. But I'm only doing this so that my wedding isn't canceled and I can have a happy marriage with Alex, so hurry up and get over here.
I understand the situation you're in now, but I'm a bit unsettled.
Huh? Why are you unsettled? You should be over the moon with happiness now that your daughter is letting you come to her wedding. So stop what you're doing and get over here.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that now. Right now I'm out having something to eat. I have this really delicious parfait coming to my table right now, so I'm going to have to stay and eat it.
Huh? Who cares about a stupid parfait? You should be far more interested in your daughter's wedding. If you do come over here right now, I'll even play nice and forget about ever wanting to cut ties to you. So you should really want to come now, right?
Huh? You want to stop this whole cutting ties to me thing?
If having you around me is the only way to ensure I have a great wedding with the son of a very wealthy family, then I have no other choice.
What should I do here? If I had the time, I'd really like to be there to see your wedding, but this parfait looks so good.
Why are you getting stuck between a stinking parfait and your daughter's wedding? You should only be worried about your daughter's wedding, right? I'm telling you that even without any money, I'll let you come and celebrate my wedding with everyone else.
What was that?
This should be one of the biggest surprises of your life, hearing that you will finally be allowed to come to my wedding. So hurry up and get over to my wedding before I start to have a change of heart again. Does she look like some kind of toy to you? She is your mother of all people, and you're going to act and play with her like that? I have had enough of you, Summer. I'm not going to ever think of you as my daughter ever again. What? And I'm sure Jody is feeling the same way about you right now. So don't you even bother with either one of us now, because you will never be either one of our children. I'm asking you to please leave us alone, especially your mother. Wait a second. What? This isn't you, Mom? Who even is it that I'm talking with right now? This is Alex's mother, and who you might call your mother-in-law. But you guys aren't going to be having this wedding anymore, and I'm not going to let the two of you be married. So you can say goodbye to ever calling me your mother. What? Why are you using my mom's phone right now, Renee? That's because I left the wedding to come and see her. She had already told me she wasn't coming to the wedding, and you had lied to me, saying this was all about how your mother was sick or something. Well, I don't have the want to celebrate your happiness anymore after learning the truth, so I left to meet up with my friend, your mother. What? I found her sitting here at the local cafe she's always at, eating this really amazing-looking parfait all by herself. So I've joined her now and ordered one myself. Oh, it feels so wonderful to be in the presence of a good friend like her. And the nostalgia. Her and I always used to come to this place. What? What do you mean you used to always go there? Are you and my mom really that well acquainted with one another? That's right. Her and I have been friends for over 15 years now, I think. 15 years? I started to learn about her at this gathering for moms. It was a place for mothers struggling with raising their kids, dealing with their husband, and many other things to get together and talk. And that's where I had first met her, and that's why right now her and I are best friends. What? At that point in time, when first meeting her, I was so burnt out by the stress of raising a child. Being married to a man who runs such a powerful company meant that I had to really raise my son into the perfect little prodigy to one day take over that company from his father. And the pressure from both my mother-in-law and the rest of his family was huge. And hearing about all the other moms who were raising their little prodigies, it just drove me up the wall. So I chose to one day go to a gathering for average moms, and there I ran into your mother. Hearing the stories from her made me feel like I was doing a great job myself as a mother and didn't need to worry about all the pressure on my shoulders. She even began to help lift me up, complimenting the ways I raised my boy and by giving me pointers. You're lying. You've known my mom for that long now? She was at those gatherings because she had just become a single mother and was looking for help herself. So in order to help one another out, we would both always meet up, even outside those gatherings, and even come to this exact cafe to chat about our lives and laugh a little. It was our way of finding that little bit of time in our lives as mothers to relax and be ourselves. What? So you guys have really been that close to one another? But as our kids began to get older and older, we became more separated due to time constraints. To think that one day we'd come back to one another because our kids wanted to get married? What a coincidence, right? I was so happy to see one of my best friend's daughters come to my house with my son to introduce herself. And I was really excited for today's wedding as well, Summer. But all of that excitement is lost now because of you ruining it all. If I'm not going to have any fun celebrating this wedding for you, then there's no point in having it at all. No way. I've already talked with both my husband and Alex, and I told them to cancel the wedding right now. I am not going to let there be a wedding between my son and someone I can no longer trust being my daughter-in-law. Now, that is going to be it from me. My parfait just got to the table, and I'd like to eat this with my friend. Hey, Mom, what the hell was that yesterday? Why did you never tell me that you were such good friends with Alex's mom?
I wasn't hiding that from you as some sort of secret or anything. We both decided to just keep it to ourselves, and so that's how things played out.
Huh? I have no idea what you mean by that. It wasn't a secret, yet you kept that fact from me? Why would the both of you choose to hide that from me anyway?
That's because the both of us really care about our family.
Huh?
We both met somewhere where we had to talk about all the drama and pain we were going through as mothers, right? Had we said that the both of us knew each other and we were friends, we'd most likely have to talk about those gatherings as well. I'm sure that you and Alex and his dad don't want to hear about any of that stuff right from your mothers. So we chose to just keep quiet about how we've known one another for so long.
But come on, Mom! You hiding that from me ruined my wedding. Had I known that you were good friends with Alex's mom, then I would have...
Had you known about all that, then you would have never told me that I'm a moneyless woman and never wanted to cut ties with me. You wouldn't have said any of that, but you would have still hated me deep down just the same. You would have just kept hiding that fact from me for the rest of your life. Alright. I'm sure my reasoning wasn't that great, so I'm sorry for hiding the truth from you. But I'm not going to hide anything else from you, so you can relax now. Now you have a good one, Summer.
Wait, Mom! Actually, I don't want to cut ties to you anymore.
Just because I happen to know Alex's mother doesn't mean you have to force yourself to call me your mother. I'm totally fine not having you around me anymore, so let's keep this whole cutting ties to one another thing going.
I'm not forcing myself or anything. If anything, I just don't like the idea of leaving you forever, so let's give all of that up. Starting today, you and I are mom and daughter again. So, can you please go and tell this to Renee for me?
What is all this about? I don't understand what's going on here currently.
Right now, they are talking about ending the talks about marriage, and I am really scared. So I'd really like your help in fixing all this. I want you to do something to get your friend to accept my marriage to her son again. Right now, she's so furious with me that I can't even have a conversation with her.
Whew, oh no. Renee is at that level of being upset with you then.
She's at that point where the next time I try and talk to her, she might now hold back. She always tells me that she won't let me be her daughter if I can't even understand the struggle of my own mother. And that she can't let me marry Alex if I'm never going to be thankful for the 15 years of hard work you put in for me. She just keeps going on and on about how she doesn't want me in her family anymore.
Oh my.
Renee had always been so kind to me before. I thought she'd be the perfect mother-in-law for me because I'd be spoiled. But now I can see just how pissed off even she can become.
Wow. Renee has really changed from the person she was years ago. In the past, when we had first met, she was a very quiet woman who wouldn't dare talk about her own opinions. So for the longest time, I was always telling her to always tell others how you feel, no matter how nervous you are. But to see her going all out like that with you, ooh, it warms my heart.
What am I going to do here, Mom? She isn't listening to anything I'm saying to her. She just tells me that she doesn't want to see my face anymore and sends me home while pouring water all over me. Right now I'm on my way home drenched in water.
Wow, that's amazing of her.
And when it comes to Alex, he's so shocked by what he's witnessed from me. I wanted to explain to him about how you really are poor, and so I did just that. But he replied to me saying that if we really were as poor as I've said, then I would never have been acting this way towards you. He told me that if I really can't tell the difference from being poor or being spoiled, then he doesn't want to live with me. He told me that he doesn't want to be stuck with someone that thinks they can be treated to everything, not because they were poor and without money, but because they were spoiled.
This really is such an awful time for the both of you then, huh? But I suppose he is right to say that I have spoiled you and that you are nothing more than a whining little brat.
So please, Mom, help me. You're the only person that can do something to fix all of this. You can go to them and get them both to agree to letting me into their family again.
What? You think I want to deal with all that?
If you don't do anything about this, I am seriously going to lose my only chance at becoming rich. Are you trying to tell me you're fine with your daughter's happiness being destroyed? You should be saddened by something like this as my mom. If you really love me as your baby girl, then you'll do something to fix all of this.
Well, I'm not really thinking of you as my daughter anymore.
What?
So you can go ahead and cry all you want, but your problems have nothing to do with me. If you want them both to let you into their family, then you have to find a way to rebuild the trust you had with them before. You have already cut ties with me, and I have done the same with you. So please stop asking me for help.
Wait. You're kidding, right? You're just going to throw me away now?
The one who did that first was you to me, right? So would you please cut it out with that I'm the victim BS?
But I told you that I'm not cutting ties to you anymore. Please, Mom, don't say such hurtful things to me.
Jeez. I am not your mother anymore. So please stop calling me things like Mom.
Huh?
I told you already, right? I no longer view you as my daughter. So would you please stop thinking of me as your mother now?
But, Mom!
Nope.
Well, then what am I going to do from now on? The chance is very high that I won't be able to marry Alex anymore, and now you're telling me you're no longer my mom? I'm going to be left all by myself after all this?
It's all right, Summer. You still have your father, right? Although he's still addicted to gambling and I think in prison right now. But you still have some family left.
What?
So have a great life there, Summer. If you do ever have a chance to get married, good luck having kids. You want to go on vacations overseas every year and to Disneyland as well? Make sure to give them the most rich lives you always wanted from me. That marriage between Summer and her fiancé Alex ended up not ever happening in the end, as Alex left her very soon after the canceled wedding. It seems that Summer wasn't able to do anything about Renee being so against her, and Alex being so shocked by that. It turns out that I wasn't the only person that Summer began to brag to about becoming an affluent woman, but she did the same to her friends. Telling them all that she no longer had any need for her moneyless friends and would be saying goodbye to them all. But in the end, she is now stuck living life with nobody around to help her and having to manage on her own. Just before the wedding, Summer had also quit her job, and so as of right now, she is working a low-paying job trying to figure out what to do with herself. When it comes to myself, this whole relationship between Summer and Renee's son has led me back to meeting with my longtime friend again. So we happened to go out to that cafe a lot more together again and talk about how excited we are to have our kids out of the house now. And because of that, we started working on plans to take a vacation to the Bahamas or something to help ourselves unwind a little.
Thank you for watching till the end. If you felt good about this video, like the video. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comments. Subscribe too. Your likes and subs lead to our motivation. We have so many videos on our channel as well, so go ahead and take a look. See you in the next video.
Hey Blake, we really need to talk. I've reached my limit with all of this. I was wondering if you could do something about Bailey?
Huh? What do you mean by that? What about Bailey?
Don't you know? We've talked about this a few times before. Bailey just keeps on making herself at home, and she's been doing this without telling us first. This has been happening day after day. She keeps coming over without telling us and stays for the entire day. Also, she keeps complaining about how I clean up our own house. It's rather frustrating. I feel like I've got no time to relax as she's always here.
How could you say something so cold about my mother? My mother's always there for you.
But what does that even mean for me?
I asked my mom to go around the house. I told her that you're really bad at doing the housework and to help educate my wife. That's why she comes over every day. You're the worst wife for treating this as a problem when it's not.
Why would you even say that I'm bad at housework? I'm trying to do my best every day in my own way. I'm confident that I'm doing housework diligently than other people in their homes. How could you say that to me?
Oh, really? Do you think you're doing the work to that extent? You think you're so funny, Belinda?
Yes, because I make 3 meals a day for the 365 days of the year. Don't you realize that? I've made it all from scratch, and I've never relied on prepared foods or frozen meals. At your request, the snacks that I make for you at 3 o'clock on the holidays are also homemade.
That's just a part of what you've got to do for me as a housewife. My mother used to do that kind of thing for me as well when I was a child.
She did every single thing for you, including all the laundry and cleaning? Don't you realize I do my best every day to make sure I'm not leaving a single speck of dust on the floor or left on any piece of furniture? I separate the washing by color and wash all your underwear completely by hand. I'm the only person in the house who does this every day.
So you're saying that you're trying to do your best at the level you're sitting on? That's pathetic. You forgot to take out the trash the other day. You also failed to iron my shirt yesterday, didn't you?
I didn't do that because I didn't get enough sleep. I ended up just dozing off because I had a fever. If I'm having to wake up at 4 in the morning and only go to bed at 2 in the morning, there's no way I'll be able to get rid of my fatigue.
My mother lived like that as well, and she had no problems doing all the housework. The house was always completely spotless. You say that you're doing your best, but it's meaningless if you're not producing good results. Even a housewife can understand that much, right? You were also a functional member of society up until a few years ago, weren't you? You should understand hard work, right?
I suppose I do. I know I do a lot of hard work. I give 100% of my housework, and I understand that you don't like how I do it, Blake. Well, then please at least tell Bailey to not take my personal belongings when she's in my house.
What are you talking about? What personal belongings has she even taken?
Actually, over the past few months, more and more of my personal belongings have been disappearing from our house. I only recently found out who the culprit was. Every time Bailey comes over to our house, she's taking something without asking my permission first. It's like she thinks it's her God-given right to take my things.
Now just stop. Why would you say that my mother's taking your things? How dare you say something like that to our own son? Those are strong accusations, Belinda.
When I questioned her about it, she said exactly the same thing you just did. How dare you accuse your mother-in-law of stealing? She said she was borrowing my things for a little while and that whatever belongs to my son's wife belongs to her, so it doesn't matter. It obviously matters, Blake. It's my stuff she's taking. She's never returned what she's borrowed. It's just stealing.
Well, to solve it, we can just pretend that we gave her the things as a gift, so don't worry about it. My mother comes to watch and instruct you in how to do your housework every day. You should be grateful. Considering all this, her fees are really cheap, so you should be following her orders.
What the heck are you talking about? She's charging me fees for this? Even though she's bossy and stealing from me? I didn't ask for any of this to happen. I know how to do housework.
Stop making fun of what she's doing and accusing her of theft. You're such a narrow-minded wife. You're so annoying.
Okay, so are you going to replace the books that have been taken from me? Bailey's taken so much that I hardly have any cosmetics anymore. Haven't you noticed those things are gone? I'm almost out of clothing and bags. It's going to cost a few $1,000s to buy everything that she took again.
Are you kidding me? A few $1,000s? I'm not buying any of that crap for you. You can get that yourself with your own money. Don't even think about trying to splurge on clothes and bags with your husband's money.
Are you kidding me? I've got hardly anything left after what Bailey took.
You've got savings from when you used to work like us normal people. Use that so you can buy it again yourself.
But I'm just a housewife right now. I don't have any money to spend on things. Why won't you help me? You're my husband. And yet, you tell me to use up the precious savings I've got? What am I supposed to do if my savings account has nothing left for the future?
Don't you know how to answer your own questions? I guess you have to go back to work if that's the case. If you got time to talk about nonsense like this, then you got time to perfect your housework skills. Stop being so useless and get back to work.
Hey, Belinda, we need to discuss something right now. How dare you talk badly about me to my own son? He's not the one who's treating me like a thief, thinking that I've stolen your belongings. How dare you? Oh, is that so? Is that what he told you I was saying? Stop playing games with me. Don't you dare call me a thief again. You're such a disappointment. Blake told me earlier what you said. He told me to take anything as an instructional fee on teaching you how to clean. He said to take how much I want. What the heck is that supposed to mean? Do you think you've got any right in taking my stuff? Yes, and my son has finally recognized that. From now on, I can come in and out and take whatever I like as payment. You know I was worried about how there was only good food in your fridge. Would you please stop doing this? I've completely reached my limit with you. This is too far. What's that supposed to mean? I'm your mother-in-law and I can treat you however I like. I feel like there's a hole in my stomach from all the stress you've put me under. Since I've become a housewife, Blake has become more strict with the housework. Now he doesn't even treat me as his wife, but just as some housekeeper. No matter how many times I ask you, you still come over like you own the place. You need to ask me to come over. I am so sick of living like this. This is how a housewife should be treated. I'm not saying anything else about it. Everyone used to be like this. I've been told that I'm allowed to do whatever I want as your mother-in-law. Why would you repeat something like this to others when you wouldn't want it done to you? Oh, shut up, Belinda. You're such a terrible wife to my son. Well, most of the time. Who do you think you owe to be able to live in the house that you do? The land that the house is on is that land that I gave to both of you. Yes, you've told me this before, Bailey, but... So what's wrong with going on to your land whenever I like? The land is no longer in your name, Bailey. Even if it's in my son's name, what's mine is mine. That's why I'll continue to go over to your house whenever I feel like it. I don't see what's so wrong about taking what's on the land that my son owns. You can't just do that to me. That's stealing, as those things don't belong to you. Thanks to the money that my son earns, we can live in such a spacious house. I'm too selfish to stop doing what I'm doing, so I don't plan on stopping at all. Also, you're not good at housework compared to me, and you're not very friendly at all. I wonder why my son married such a useless wife. I wish he'd get rid of you sooner rather than later. I'm so sick of you hanging around my son. I guess I see what your true nature is, Bailey. I also just want to leave Blake for how he's treating me and how he lets you treat me like crap. Are you kidding me with this nonsense? How dare you say something like that about my son in front of his own mother? I'll remind my son of the things you've just said to me. He'll make you pay for that. I've had it up to here with both in terms of how you've treated me since I stopped working. I want to be free from you. I feel so trapped when you're both giving me crap. I'm really at my limit now, and if this continues, I am really going to consider divorcing you.
Oh, is that so? If you're going to keep saying that over and over again, then why don't you do that? You're supposed to be my wife and not threaten me. If you keep being like this towards me and my mother, then you leave me no choice but to divorce you.
Are you kidding me? Me threaten you? You're the one doing it to me. You'd really divorce me on something I don't even do to you?
You think you're so cocky. I can't even understand you anymore. We all know you can't live without me, but you keep saying silly things like this. Even if we were to get a divorce, even someone as stupid as you will understand how important it is to have a husband. I'm at the courthouse right now since it's such a short walk from my office. I'll file the divorce papers as you wish and bring them over for you to sign.
What? You're actually going to do that, even though I've done everything that you've ordered me to do?
It's too late to cry and moan about it now, Belinda. I'll immediately file for divorce. Get out of my house, you useless, good-for-nothing wife.
Okay, but you do realize that this is my house, right? Oh, wait, but you're really filing for the divorce papers right now?
Yes, that's what I just said. I'm filing for the divorce papers right now. I'm staring at them intently. I scribbled your signature in the text box. The people at the courthouse quickly accepted my request without saying anything.
You know that it's not a good thing to use someone else's signature on a form like that. Well, I guess for me it's a relief to get the divorce out of the way, so I'll take it as no questions asked. Thank you for divorcing me. That means you need to get out of my house right away, okay?
Hey, what did you just say to me? That house that I used to make you clean up every day, my mother gave me the land and I built the house on it. Therefore, that house on that land is mine, not yours. You need to pack your things and get out as soon as I come home.
Now just hold on a minute there, pal. Aren't you forgetting some really important details, Blake? It's true that you built that house, but then you put all the details in my name. The house, the land it sits on, all have been transferred from your name to mine.
Are you kidding me with this crap right now, Belinda?
You're the one who said that to me right after it was finished being built, didn't you? You're the one who said that a wife should stay at home, so I just obeyed your orders, Blake. You said please quit your job and move into the house. At the time, you were still treating me well and were much more of an adult about things. You said when I become a housewife, everything will be in your name. That's what your promise was to me, right?
Oh, okay. I somewhat remember what I said to you. At the time, I did write that the house and land are in your name.
Yes, and did you realize that giving up your job to start a family is a huge risk as well? So I was super anxious if we got a divorce or if something happened to you, so you made that promise to me. You said that you'll change the names to mine on the document so that I'm in safe hands no matter what happens. That's when you started to beg me to become a housewife.
I really can't believe this. What am I supposed to do now? I've already filed the divorce papers.
Well, tough. You've got no rights to this house anymore, Blake. You shouldn't have treated me like you did, and none of this would have happened. As the owner of this property, I refuse you to take anything more from me.
But you can't just do that to me. I've done so much for you.
You're the one who needs to pack their bags and move out of the house. I'll give you a little bit of time to do that. I don't want to talk to you anymore. Good luck and take care of yourself. You evil woman! How dare you take the land I own? You need to give that land and the rights to the house back to my son. I've got no intention of giving anything to you. You deserve nothing. Your son was the one who gave me the land and the house in the first place, Bailey. I'm telling you now, he put everything in my name. I don't intend on giving any of the land or house back to Blake. Don't say such stupid things to me. Cut it out. Where's my son supposed to live now, then? Well, he could also go and live with you, Bailey, since he always used to take your side over mine. It's probably a good idea for him to go back to his parents' house if he wants everything done for him. That's definitely not an option. It would be impossible, okay? I literally just sold the house. There's no family home anymore. Where's he supposed to go back to if I've sold the house? Wait, what? You sold your house? Why would you do that? Because I intended on moving into your house once my son divorced you. My house has been standing for several decades and it's already so old. So I thought I'll sell my house and then move in with my son as his house is brand new. Are you kidding me? You think I'd let you move in after you stole from me and bossed me around? You were planning to move back into this house behind my back? I heard nothing of this plan. There was no way I was going to tell my son's useless wife about this plan. Blake was never going to refuse me from living with him, so he stayed quiet about it. And now the sale process has finally been completed. I was planning on moving in at the beginning of the week. At the beginning of the week? Why then? Because you'd both be divorced by then and he would have kicked you to the curb like you deserved. But now there's no way we can do that. I can't believe my son would be so stupid to give the house and the land to you. Hey, I'd watch what you say to me, Bailey. You're on thin ice. If the divorce had been slowed down, this would have been an even more painful experience for me. But what a stroke of luck that I got everything. So you're just going to keep everything for yourself? What's my son supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? I can't just turn around and tell my real estate agent that I'm not going to sell my house after all. How did this even happen when everything was going according to plan? Everything went wrong and it's all because of you. Go off and complain to your son about it. I don't want to hear it. He's the one who divorced me using a lot of his own stupid force. If you'll excuse me, I've got things to organize. I've got to go and put Blake's luggage in the front yard.
Belinda, I can't believe what I've done to you. I'm so sorry.
Huh? Why are you even apologizing to me now, Blake?
I've just realized how horrible I've been, and it's because of my mom's influence on me. She was so horrible to you, and she was trying to push me to make you do everything so that she'd be able to get what she wanted out of us. Look, I didn't want to say anything, but I got fired from my job.
You what? What the heck happened? Why are you telling me this?
You were in charge of all the saving. Can you please give me a bit so I can pay for some living expenses? I really need it.
Are you kidding me? After the way you and your mother treated me? I'm not going to help you out, not this time or any other time.
But you can't just abandon me like this. I need financial help. And please, Belinda, I'm begging you. Don't leave me without any money to live.
You are such a horrible person for the way you've treated me as your house slave. Your mother had no right to say or do the things she did to me. If you want to earn some money so that you can save it for a rainy day or to pay for whatever you need to pay for, you need to look for a job. You know, a thing that normal people do. I'm done with all of this. Goodbye and good luck with your life. After what happened with Blake and his mother Bailey, I heard that they moved into a rundown apartment together. During his unemployment period, he was under a lot of stress. Apparently, he was secretly addicted to buying big purchase items and gambling. Because of that, he had nothing saved up in his bank account. Also, I discovered that Bailey didn't have enough funds in her retirement account. All the housework being done at her old house was outsourced for a long time by a cleaning company. She couldn't even cook a proper meal. If this continues, Blake was told that he'd have to remarry and find a wife who can earn money and do the housework. It seems like the two of them have been working hard together, but no one will agree to go on a date with him as he lives with his mother and he's unemployed and divorced. I want to show that's obvious to his face.
Hey, Kate. I heard the news. You're getting married, right? You know better than not to tell me, don't you? If you're a member of my class, then you have to report everything to me. Don't you remember this rule?
What do you mean by a rule? How many years do you think have passed since we graduated from high school, Monica?
No matter how many years pass, the rule still applies. Come on, we're classmates for God's sake. Isn't it common sense that you should tell me that you're getting married?
No, it really isn't.
But I mean, I do understand why you were embarrassed to tell me that you were getting married to that skinny nerd. I still can't believe that the nerdiest couple in school is getting married.
What?
You know, I seriously thought that it was a joke when I first found out. I mean, what are the odds that all of the high school sweethearts you two survive? Now you're getting married. What a shocker. I mean, you two do in fact go well with each other, given the glasses and the braces.
Could you stop making fun of us for once? We're not children anymore, and I'm tired of your nonsense. You think that you're one of the pretty girls, right? Well, good for you, but no one cares. So I suggest that you stop acting entitled to make fun of others.
Is the nerd talking back to me? You know, you shouldn't get so full of yourself just because you're going to get married.
Since when was I ever full of myself?
Quit acting dumb. You know that you're acting full of yourself. You're looking down on me because I'm still single. Just because you got married before me doesn't mean that you're above me in any way. I'd rather be single than be a nerd married to a nerd. And I know for a fact that you two are poor.
What makes you think we're poor?
I could already tell before we even graduated from high school. You nerds with no social skills will never be able to create or land opportunities for yourselves. Your fate was decided before you were even born. Imagine being ugly and poor. Please do society a favor and don't make any kids, alright? Because you'll just make the world a more miserable place.
Don't you dare say anything about my future children. I make my own decisions, and you're in no place to say anything about them. You bullied me every single day while I was in high school, but I didn't let people like you drag me down and got to where I am all on my own. Just so you know, I work at the company that I'd always dreamt of working since I was a child, and Stuart was able to make his dream of becoming a doctor come true as well.
What? That useless nerd is a doctor now?
Yes, and that's because no matter what anyone else said, we always had each other through everything. And now we're finally getting married. There's no point in you bothering me anymore. I'm already exactly where I want to be.
But how? So you're getting married to a doctor? How is that fair? Why do you get to live the rest of your life relying on your high-income doctor husband?
I mean, I have no intention of relying on him completely since I work too. But it's true that he's making much more money than me. I never knew exactly how much a doctor makes, but let's just say that he makes a lot.
This isn't fair. I just got rejected by a doctor a while ago. How does it make sense that I get rejected and a nerd like you gets to marry a doctor? I won't allow that to happen.
What do you mean?
I'm telling you to cancel the marriage right now. I don't allow you two to marry. So I need you to break up with each other.
Are you crazy? What on earth makes you think that your selfish needs would be a reason for us to break up with each other? We're almost done preparing for the wedding, and there's nothing you can do to stop it.
Do you really think that you can just get married before me like this? And the nerd is now a high-income earning doctor. You know what? If you won't break up with him, then hand him over to me so I can marry him instead. I will not allow you to become anything more than what you really are, a nerdy lowlife.
Have you lost your mind?
You listen to what the popular girl says. This rule has been in place since high school, and it still applies. Make a choice. You can either break up with him or hand him over to me right now.
Hey, Kate, we need to talk.
Yeah, what's up?
I need you to break up with me. I found someone else that I feel a stronger connection with, and I think that I'll regret it for the rest of my life if I don't choose her.
What?
I know that we're about to get married, but as I said, if I lie to myself now, then I'll probably regret it forever. There's someone that I want to love and take care of for the rest of my life. I'm sorry, but my mind is already made up.
But what do you mean?
I probably wouldn't know what to say if I were in your shoes too, but I need you to understand. I really was looking forward to marrying you, and you're an amazing person. But I found someone that I feel something that I've never felt towards anyone else before.
We've been preparing for this wedding for months now. You told me that I was the love of your life when you proposed to me. We stayed beside each other through thick and thin since high school. Are you really saying that this person is worth disregarding all that for? I can't believe you.
I'm sorry. It really does break my heart, but the person that I'd always admired for years finally reached out to me, and I need to be honest with my heart. I've been dreaming of being with her for so long, and I can't let this chance get away.
Someone that you'd always admired?
Yeah, I'm sure you remember her. She used to be in the same class as us when we were in high school. Her name is Monica.
Monica?
Yeah, we found each other out of nowhere.
What do you mean?
Well, I was just shopping by myself and we just stumbled upon each other. I mean, she was the prettiest girl out of the whole grade. How could I not recognize her? But I never expected her to recognize me back since I was such a quiet nerd back then. She tapped on my shoulder and started talking to me.
What?
She suggested that we go get some coffee and do some catching up. Right as we were leaving, she asked me if I wanted to be her boyfriend. And I've never told you this before, but I'd always admired her since the first day of high school, so I ended up saying yes before even thinking.
Wait, you liked Monica since we were in high school? Why didn't you tell me before we started dating?
I mean, I obviously had no chance to date her, so why would I say that and embarrass myself? If I had told anyone, I'm sure a rumor would have been going around by the next day. It's just that the way she carries herself around with such confidence, it's something that I'd never be able to do. And you gotta understand how attractive that is through a nerd's eyes. I've always wanted to make a girl like that my girlfriend, the chance is finally here.
Always? You've thought in that way since we were dating each other too?
I mean, of course, I liked you too. I felt really safe around you, and like someone finally truly understood me without judging me for being a nerd. But at the same time, I often found myself doubting whether I liked you or I just liked your company.
Seriously?
Yeah, but then again, I'd always believed that only a nerdy girl would marry a nerdy guy like me, so I believed that you were the best option that I had. And that's the reason why I proposed to you. But all that fell apart when the popular girl whom I'd always wanted to date had finally noticed my worth. Now I'm just committed to making Monica the happiest girl in the world.
But just like that? I've loved you for so long. I still admire you every single day, just like the first time we met. You're still the first person that I think about when I wake up. Are you just going to betray me like this? We've supported each other for so long.
Thank you so much for everything, Kate. I wouldn't have made it to where I am without you. But I'm in love, and if you truly wish the best for me, then I want you to let me go. I wish the best for you.
Wow. I genuinely don't know what to say. This was the kind of person that you were? Fine. I'll break up with you, and the marriage is cancelled. Just don't ever show up in front of me again. I never want to see your face again.
Okay. I'm going to turn in the marriage certificate now. I hope you have a good life, Kate.
Hey, Kate. How are you? Because I'm feeling great. Why, you ask? Well, as you've heard from Stuart, I'm getting married. Sorry for taking your Prince Charming away from you. Why would you do this to me? You can't just show up in front of a former classmate after a few years and ruin her life like that. How is that fair? Look, I gave you a choice at the beginning. You get to choose whether you were going to break up with him or hand him over to me. Since you never broke up with him, I assumed that you chose to hand him over to me. You know, if anyone, you should blame yourself for your indecisiveness. What kind of logic is that? This is the same logic that applied ever since we were in high school. The nerdy, quiet kids listen to whatever the pretty, popular kids say. Have you forgotten? Grow up, for God's sakes. Whatever. Well, our marriage was just ruined thanks to you. So I'll be suing you for whatever compensation I can get. Do you think I care? My husband's now a doctor who earns hundreds of thousands a year. I mean, he was absolutely zero interest to me when we were in high school. But he really stepped up his game, didn't he? He was pretty well groomed and looked like he finally knew how to dress up. And he's a doctor on top of that. There couldn't be a man more worthy of being my husband. Are you seriously not giving me an apology for stealing my fiancé? Why would I apologize to you? I took what was rightfully mine from you. If his heart belongs to me, then it's only natural that he chooses to marry me over you. I feel so bad for you. You started off as a nerd, and now you're still a nerd, just single. You lost against me and everything there is to life. I'll pay you whatever amount that you want, but don't ask me to apologize to you, idiot. Wow, I never knew that someone could look down on others so badly. You know, I never asked to be in the same class as you. I never asked to be a part of your popularity race. Yet, you have to involve everyone and look down on them, just so you can feel better about yourself. I'm tired of your games. Good for you. Those on top of the hierarchy have a natural right to rule over those below them, and the queen wanted your fiancé, so she got him. You know, I do kind of feel bad for you, though. You were so close to becoming rich and winning the race. But then came me again. I'll be enjoying the rest of my life with my Dr. Stewart. What are you talking about? Stewart's not a doctor. What? Stewart's no longer a doctor. He's just some normal office worker that you could find anywhere. He makes less than even me. If you're trying to become rich, then marrying him probably isn't the smartest way. Wait, what do you mean he's not a doctor anymore? Marrying him wouldn't have led me to becoming rich anyway, so I have no regret in letting you take him from me. What? I really loved him, and that's why I wanted to marry him. But since he wasn't half the person I thought he was, I hope you have a good life with each other. Wait a minute. Answer my question. What do you mean that he's not a doctor anymore? You told me that he became a doctor. What's the point of marrying him if he isn't a doctor? I said that he became a doctor because he did. He was a doctor up until a little while ago.
but he changed career paths. What? What does that mean? He quit the medical field and moved to another job because he's just starting off in that job, so he's barely making anything more than just a part-timer. I currently make twice the amount that he makes. What? Wait a minute. Why on earth would he quit being a doctor and start a job that barely pays him anything? I can't marry someone who barely gets paid more than a part-timer. Thinking back to it now, the only reason that he wanted to become a doctor was because he wanted a job that would be respected by others, and money was second priority. But his only drive was his complexity of being bullied by people like you in high school. So, he couldn't take the workload of a doctor. What? Yeah, getting into med school and getting his medical license only required him to study, which he was pretty good at. But actually being a doctor was a whole different story, and he needed to communicate with patients and work together with other nurses. It looked like he couldn't do that part very well, so he ended up quitting. So you're telling me that he quit his job as a doctor and moved to another occupation because he couldn't talk to other people? Well, I recommended him to change occupations. He started getting skinnier and skinnier by the day, and I couldn't bear to keep watching. I wasn't even sure if he would make it to the wedding healthy. And he just quit his job as a doctor and started another job with zero experience. And he barely gets paid anything on top of that, right? I mean, I get paid enough to take care for the two of us, so that aspect didn't seem like a problem to me. I just told him not to worry about the financial aspect. How much do you make anyway? It's not as much as a doctor, but I make a little more than $70,000 per year. 70,000? You? How are you managing to make so much? Because the real world isn't the same as high school. No one unreasonably decides that they're above you and disregards your efforts for everything. They value you for the value that you provide them. And I guess I'm relatively valuable to the company that I work for. Wait, so how much is Stuart making right now then? You said that he makes as much as a part-timer. Like, so 50,000, right? Do you seriously think that a part-timer makes that much? I don't think that his annual salary even reaches $30,000 a year. So probably a bit over 20,000? A bit over 20,000? He only makes that much. Yeah, that's why I said I never intended to marry him for the money anyway. I never cared about his income or his social status. But regardless of everything that we've been through, I never want to marry someone who just throws their significant other like that. I feel nothing towards him anymore. So, do as you please with him. But I don't want him either. I can't marry someone who only makes $20,000 a year. I'm calling the marriage off. You can have him back right away. I don't want to take care of a piece of trash like him, so I won't be accepting your offer. By the way, it might be too late to call the wedding off. Stuart texted me a few hours ago that he was going to turn in the marriage certificate. What? Yeah, so you better hurry. I've heard that it's going to be a hassle to do something about a marriage certificate that it's been already turned in. Good luck. I can't believe him. He turned in the certificate without me. The workers keep telling me that I can't do anything about it if the papers have already been signed. Damn it! Why did I have to sign the paper in advance? Congratulations. I hope you and Stuart live happily ever after together. Shut up! I can't believe this. I'm the most popular in the grade. How do I end up with some antisocial nerd who can't even make a decent amount of money? I'm supposed to marry a doctor who's gonna let me live like a princess. How do I possibly end up with an office worker? I will not allow someone like that to be my husband. Well, it looks like the two of you are legally official now. Oh wait, I have a good idea. Would you like me to let everyone from our grade know that the two of you got married? Of course you would. It's part of the class rules, and you love your rules, don't you? Don't you dare. I'll have nowhere to go if everyone finds out that I'm married to that nerd. Do you think so? I feel like everyone's gonna congratulate you on your happy marriage. Shut up! Now tell me what to do about this situation right now. Because Stuart is refusing to get divorced with me, no matter how many times I ask him. He just says that he doesn't want to, since we just got married. That nerd doesn't know his place anymore. Come on, Monica. You don't have to call him that nerd. You should call him my husband. I will not allow him to be my husband. Why don't you take him back from me then? What do you mean? I need a reason to get divorced from him. And you want the love of your life back, don't you? This is a win-win situation. I'll treat him like trash, and he'll want you back right away. Why would I want him back? What do you mean? I wouldn't want an idiot who's dumb enough to throw away true love for some childish reason. You could try and call everyone from our high school class and ask them for help. I'm sure everyone would want to help the popular pretty girl. As I said, I don't want to tell everyone about this. They're gonna find out that I married the nerd, and it will ruin my reputation. Then I suggest that you accept reality and just stay married with him. You can't have everything. Please. Oh, and make sure to prepare the compensation money that you're going to pay me. What? I'll send you the bill by the end of this month. Make sure to make the payment on time, okay? Or else I might just accidentally slip up and tell the whole class about you stealing my fiancé and marrying him.
Kate, I need you to answer me.
What do you want?
Monica's been acting crazy lately. She was super into me when she first asked me out, but ever since we got married, she's like a completely different person. She won't bother to have any conversation with me. And whenever something doesn't completely meet her expectations, she starts throwing crazy tantrums and abuses me physically and verbally.
Wow, that sounds like a lot to handle.
Obviously, only broke up with you because Monica said that she wanted to live happily ever after with me. Why does she keep screaming that she wants a divorce now?
I have no idea.
And that's not the only thing. She always uses up all my earnings. I tell her to stop, but all she says is that she'll never stop until I divorce her. I don't know what to do anymore.
So what you're saying is that there's an obvious imbalance in the power between you in the relationship?
Exactly. She won't even help out with the housework. Whenever I'm feeling down about work, she just scoffs at me and continues doing her thing. I can't take this anymore. I miss you.
What are you trying to say?
I'm trying to ask if we can work things out. If I were to get divorced from Monica, then would you be able to marry me by any chance? As soon as you promise that to me, I'll get a divorce done right away and we can get married.
Seriously? Why the hell would I get married to you? You showed exactly how shallow of a person you are when you decided to leave me for some high school diva.
What?
And although it's true that we've been dating since high school, I have no regrets whatsoever about this. And do you not remember me saying that I never want to see your face again? This is goodbye. Hope things work out for you.
Wait, please. I really do regret betraying you the way that I did. I finally realized that you really are my only true love.
If you really like me that much, then I'm sure you'll be able to understand how I feel.
But
If I don't leave you right now, I'm going to regret it for the rest of my life. You're stuck with who you're married to now, so try to make the most of it. I blocked Monica and Stuart right after ending that conversation. I've heard that Monica's been trying to desperately keep her secret from the rest of the class, but someone spotted her shopping alongside Stuart, and it seems like every single person in our grade knows about it. I heard that Monica absolutely lost it after this, and she reached out to her past friends to help her get out of the marriage, explaining that she got married by accident. But all everyone said was, "You two deserve each other," and no one offered to help.
Oh, big sister! I need to speak with you. It's actually really important, so listen up. You know, I'm really sorry about this, but can you please go and get a divorce from Todd? He actually just proposed to me. What are you talking about, Leah? Are you serious? Todd proposed to you? Whatever for? What? Don't you believe me? I know you're in denial right now, but it's true. It's because Todd doesn't love you anymore. He can't stand to look at you. He's in quite a rush to get married to me. We want to have cute babies and raise them together. So we hope a nuisance will disappear once you divorce Todd. Now, just hang on a minute, Leah. You're kidding me, right? You both aren't actually going to do this to me, are you? Did you really get a proposal from my husband? Have you both been having an affair behind my back? Well, yeah, that's most of the reason behind his proposal. We've been dating each other. What's the problem with that? I was just trying to comfort him because he married such a trashy woman. I can't help that Todd fell in love with me because of that. You're telling me I'm a trashy woman? How could you say that to your own sister? Didn't Todd tell you that he wanted to have children? Because of you being infertile, he's not going to be able to have them, is he? I feel so sorry for Todd as he married such a useless woman who says nothing but trash all day. I am much younger than you, and I'll be able to get pregnant really easily. Are you for real? You think that you can just treat me like this? How could you? Oh, look at my sister. You've always been so resourceful and intelligent. I really hated you for it. Even our parents told me that you're their favorite and that they're so proud of you. But I didn't realize how defective you are when it comes to carrying children. So I'm just going to take your husband. It's over, Polly. Your plans for the future have completely failed. Why are you even doing this to me? Did I do something to you that I haven't been told about? I've already explained it to you, Polly. I just hate everything about you. I just don't like you because you've always been the honor student and the show-off. So you just wanted to take my life away from me by having an affair with Todd, my husband? Well, yeah, of course. Now, you need to get a move on and file for a divorce from Todd so we can get married. I intend to make Todd the happiest man on the planet, so get on with it. You can be miserable and alone forever while I give him children. What the heck is going on with you and my sister, Todd? Did you seriously just propose to her? Is this for real?
Oh, wow. You contacted me before even I could. It saves me from telling you what's been going on, so thanks for that. Since we're still married and I want to marry someone else, you need to sign the divorce papers today.
I can't believe this is happening right now. How could you betray me like this, Todd?
It's been 3 years since we got married, Polly. But you've not given me any children during that time, and my parents got mad at me because of it. You're a useless woman that I no longer need in my life. I want to show my parents the faces of their cute grandchildren as soon as possible.
So you decided to just stab me in the back and have an affair with my sister, Leah?
Hey, she was the one that was supporting me through all the suffering that I was going through with you. She comforted me as you weren't having any luck getting pregnant. Besides, she'll be able to give me children because she's way younger than you. I'm sure she'll be able to have a child real soon. My parents will also be happy that my new wife's younger than the old one, so we've got a better chance to have kids.
You said that you were happy with me. Have you told your parents that you've gotten married again to Leah?
Of course I told them. They're my parents after all. They're very happy to hear the news of Leah and I. They'll be able to meet their grandchildren soon enough.
They surely weren't initially happy to hear about what you've done. That can't be right. I wanted to be the one to see the cute faces of our children before anyone else. You call me useless even though you didn't cooperate with me when it came to the fertility treatment. And then in the end, you just decided to cheat on me instead? Why?
Polly, you're infertile, so how am I supposed to have children with you? Treatment's only for women. How can a man help out in a fertility treatment?
There's loads of tests that the men can do to make sure that everything is okay and that you're healthy. We can't decide on a treatment plan unless we first find out the cause of the infertility.
Do you seriously think there's a reason to why I can't have children? My parents were in their teens when I was born. They had 5 more children. It's in my parents' blood that they can make a lot of children. Of course, I'll have no problems as well.
It's not that I doubt you, Todd. However, it seems that even if a couple's both healthy, you can still become infertile due to stress or another physical condition. First of all, it's important to undergo a thorough examination at the hospital to make sure everything's working as it should.
Oh, shut up, Polly. I've already made the decision to get a divorce from you. Nothing you say is going to change anything. You need to sign the divorce papers so I can move on. You're useless to me, so you need to leave.
Okay, I get it. I guess there's no point in saying anything more to you. I'll divorce and move out as you wish, Todd. You can go ahead and have cute children, and I'll leave you alone. I hope you get what you've wished for. Why, hello there, big sister. It's been a while since we last spoke. I was wondering if you're doing all right. Is that the case? Are you still miserable that your younger and more attractive sister stole your husband away? Are you still having regrets about Todd? Hello, Leah. I don't have any regrets on letting Todd go to be with you. I'm actually doing really well. I feel so good. And you? Oh, really now? You're being so strong. You know you don't have to be in front of me. I'm actually messaging you because I've got an announcement to make to my big sister. I gave birth to Todd's baby. Oh, have you? You were actually pregnant? Yes, I immediately got pregnant with his child after we got married. It's quite important to be young in order to get pregnant. Oh, is that really so, Leah? I'm so sorry for only telling you about it now. I just didn't want to rub it in your face too much. Actually, I wanted to contact you as soon as I found out I was pregnant, but the morning sickness was more painful than I imagined, so I didn't bother. I was just so busy preparing for the birth that I didn't have the time or energy to contact you at all. As a big sister, you understand, right? I'm so sorry. I didn't think someone who can't get pregnant would understand what I went through anyways. Excuse me? What's that supposed to mean? But you know how cute a newborn baby can be, right? Soft, warm, and super cute. I think you should come over and meet our new baby. Are you kidding me? You want me to go over there and meet your child? Well, of course, it's fine. You're its auntie after all. Come and say hello to your adorable little niece. So you gave birth to a little girl then? I suppose Todd's really happy now. He always said that he wanted a little girl. Yeah, he's overjoyed with the news of our daughter's birth. When she was born, he was so overwhelmed with joy and emotion that he cried. His parents and siblings are as well. Aren't you happy for us too? Yeah, it's amazing news that everyone's really happy for your bundle of joy. Besides, he's going to be so involved with taking care of the child. He said she's my daughter and the cutest baby in the world. He felt so happy. She's got the most adorable face, but I'm sure she won't show you as you're an infertile woman. He'll be able to show his true feelings in front of his child and how much he wanted one. Well, you both sound really happy with each other. I'm glad that I was able to get a divorce from him then. If he and I were to continue our married life, we'd both be unhappy. I can't forgive you for your betrayal, but maybe this was the best thing to happen. Of course it was, Polly. I was finally able to do something that my older sister couldn't do. I'm different from you in the sense that I can get pregnant quickly and give birth to healthy children, and you're a defect. No matter how smart and resourceful you are, you're a useless woman who's defective and can't get pregnant. It's finally been proven that I'm officially better than my sister after all. Excuse me? Just because you're able to get pregnant, it makes you better than me? It's been a dream of mine that the day would come when I would finally beat my sister at something. Just hold up a second, Leah. Don't you dare judge me as being incapable of bearing children. Just because I wasn't able to get pregnant with Todd, it doesn't mean that I'm completely infertile. And what's that supposed to mean? In the 3 years you were with Todd, you didn't give him any children, so what are you even saying? You were married for that long and never got pregnant, so doesn't that mean you're incapable of carrying children? There's no other explanation. But I still wonder if that's really the case, though. Don't be so stubborn and just admit that you're defective. Just admit defeat and bring my daughter a baby gift, all right? As the aunt, it's the least you could do for your niece. Come over and see the baby. Okay, sure. I'll bring my son and my husband as well. I'm not interested in winning or losing, but I don't need to celebrate. It's complicated, but my newborn's probably just as cute as my little niece. I guess we'll come over right away tomorrow? Have you been discharged from the hospital already, and have you gone home with Todd? No, wait, just hold on a second. We need to rewind here. What the heck are you talking about right now? What do you mean your husband and son will come over with you? Are you saying that you've remarried? Actually, yes. Right after Todd and I got divorced, I happened to meet someone who's really lovely and sweet to me. There was not really any need to tell you about it, so I didn't say a word about him. What's that supposed to mean? Okay, very funny. That's hilarious, Polly. You got me. Aren't you the big sister who's infertile and divorced? Do you really think there's someone out there that would marry such a useless woman? Why are you being like this? Who's useless, Leah? I don't think it's me. Could it be that his son's actually your stepchild? That he was already born? You adopted someone else's child because you couldn't carry one yourself. It's tough being defective, I know. I can't believe you're raising a child that's not even related to you. Would you stop talking to me like this when you don't know my whole situation? My husband and I have a son together. He's my child and I gave birth to him. He was born last month, so of course he's related to me by blood. Don't be so ridiculous. Wait, what? I'm confused. You actually did give birth to a baby? Oh my god, I am so embarrassed by this conversation. Of course I did. I'm in a loving and caring marriage, so having a child was easy. We started dating each other and we basically had a child right away. He said thank you for giving me a child to love and care for. He then proposed to me and said I'm ready for this responsibility and to make a family with me. We'd only been dating for about a month and then he proposed. It was a very speedy change in our relationship, but it felt right. That's insane and can't be true. But your body wouldn't allow you to carry children. How is it possible? There is absolutely no way that you just get pregnant after only dating a guy for a month. It takes more work than that. It's no lie, Leah. And if you think it is, I can't help that you think that. I'll admit the stress of the divorce was huge, and I was thinking it wasn't going to be possible. It's said that stress is the biggest contributor to not getting pregnant. I was under a lot of pressure from Todd and his parents to produce a child and grandchild for them. Every day I'd have severe stomach aches, and when my period came, it was heavy and had a toll on me mentally. Those sorts of conditions were affecting me getting pregnant. This is crazy. I don't believe this. I thought I was able to defeat my sister in being able to reproduce. How on earth were you able to give birth to a child? Anyways, your child and my child will be cousins. I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow, Leah.
Are you telling people lies again, Polly? You didn't seriously just give birth, did you? The child you brought over today was just an extra, right? You're paying a family for a baby to act? Your husband and child must have been employed somewhere to do this.
Where the heck could I borrow a 1-month-old baby actor from, Todd? Are you kidding me? My husband and child are real. I divorced you and started a new life with them.
So that means you got pregnant immediately after you got a divorce then. Doesn't that seem like it's my fault? You're making it seem like it's my fault that you couldn't get pregnant.
What are you saying, Todd? We just weren't compatible for each other. Things like this can happen if you change partners.
I refuse to believe that. Just wait a minute, let me think. There was a similar development in a drama I watched recently. After kicking out his infertile wife, she unexpectedly got pregnant with another man's child. The reason for her infertility was to do with her previous husband.
But weren't you able to have a child with my sister, Leah?
The drama is still going on, though. The children of the infertile husband and his second wife aren't actually related by blood. It turns out that it was his second wife that was sleeping with another man and making it that the child belongs to the infertile husband.
But that can't actually happen, right? Besides, it would be so bad of Leah to have done that to you, knowing that you might not be able to give her children. It was your wish to have a child, but I was able to give birth to a baby.
Well, that may be true, but I don't know what's going on.
Isn't it okay that we're both happy now since we both have children? Look, I've got a new partner and a cute little one to look after. Let's each of us create a safe and loving home for ours, okay? I gotta go. Take care. What the heck do you think you're playing at, Polly? What did you say to Todd? My family's on the verge of collapsing because of you. This is all your fault. What are you talking about, Leah? Todd just suddenly asked for a DNA test on our child. He wants to find out if his daughter's really his child. I can't believe you'd say such vicious comments to him. I feel like you're the one that injected him with false information and now he's skeptical. I didn't say anything of the sort, little sister. You're just spitting powerful delusions into his head. He started to feel anxious about his family because he was watching a drama that was unfolding just like his real-life situation. But our life's nothing like the crap he watches on TV. Even though I just gave birth and I had to deal with a lot of pain, I can't believe I'm being treated so suspiciously. I understand why you're angry about this, but you need to help him understand. If you would just give him the chance to prove it, then it would be things he just made up in his mind. Then he'll be able to calm down about the whole thing. If he wants me to prove it, that means I've got a huge problem on my hands. What would you do if you found out a child wasn't yours and it was some other guy's? Oh my God, this isn't good. What do I do, Polly? What should I do? I never thought that he'd say something like that to me. Maybe he suspected me before now? No, but that can't be true because I was able to hide it all from him. It was going to be the perfect plan. That's a bit of an intense reaction, Leah. Are you saying that your baby isn't Todd's? Well, I'm not 100% sure on that. The child looks a little bit like him, so maybe they're related. It might really just be his child, to be honest. A little bit like him. You don't sound certain at all. Are you saying that another of his relatives could be the dad? I'm not really sure. That can't be right, can it? Actually, it could be Todd's father's child. Are you kidding me? Are you saying that your own father-in-law could be the father to your child? This is insane. Well, it hasn't been confirmed, so don't you dare go spreading any rumors around. It's just a matter of possibility at this point. The possibility of this child not being Todd's isn't zero, at least. Oh, you're really in some crap now, little sister. What have you done? Why would you even want to touch Todd's father? But my father-in-law is really cool and suave. You know him, right? He started having kids in his teens, so he's still young. He's had 5 children and he's only in his 40s. He's totally within a respectable age range. What have you done? How's Todd going to handle this when he finds out? My head just suddenly started hurting. Are you all right? Is it because you found out what's happened? Even if a DNA test was done, everything would still be okay, right? If the parent and child are related, then the blood would detect anything so they wouldn't find out, right? Please don't involve me any further with the mess you've made in their family. I'm trying to live a peaceful life with my new husband and child. I definitely don't want to be dragged into your crap anymore. I am very much done with you as a sister and as a person. But, Polly, wait a minute. I'm your adorable little sister. Aren't you going to help me out with this? I can't do it on my own. I want to be with Todd and live happily too. You're not even going to help me out just a little bit? You've done nothing but cause me pain and heartache, and now you're doing the same to your husband. I don't think I'd call you adorable. You need to sort out things on your own. You're good at coming up with ideas. Way better than your older sister. Good luck. You can't just do this to me, or even to your ex-husband. Help me, please. No, both of you are not part of my family anymore. Leave me alone to bring up my baby with my husband. Don't contact me again. If you'll excuse me, I've got a life to live. Once the test results came back to prove that Todd wasn't the father, it seemed like he asked for divorce from Leah. It also sounded like his parents were also looking at getting a divorce as well. There are no conversations happening between the two of them anymore. With all 5 of the children living in the neighborhood, they couldn't bring their girlfriends to parents like this, and everyone moved away. While receiving child support from her father-in-law, Leah had become something of a single mother and was raising her child on her own. However, no one, including her own parents, helped her, and rumors quickly spread among the people in their small town. No one wanted to be friends with a mom who lies about the paternity of their child. In a world that's got nothing to do with them, I'm building a wonderful life for my husband and my child. The future looks happy and bright.
Hey Neil, I was wondering, could you please give me a little more to spend for this month? I really don't think this is enough to last the month.
What the hell do you mean? $500 is the amount that I always give you. Why is it suddenly not enough? Your job as the housewife is to figure out how to make it work.
I mean, I really did try, but prices have been going up a lot lately. Utility fees have also been up on the rise. I seriously doubt that $500 is going to be enough to account for everything.
Do you think you can just get more money from me? If $500 isn't enough, then that just means you aren't trying hard enough to make it work. If it isn't enough, then that's your fault. So pay the extra money from your own savings. You still have some left when you were single, don't you?
I really don't have that much left from back then. That's why I'm asking you for more like this.
Well, why the hell don't you have any savings left?
Because I've been using it to pay for whatever amount that you don't give me. You even told me to pay for your little sister's wedding with the monthly $500 that you give me. How am I supposed to even do that? So I had no choice but to use my own savings, and that was the last of what I had.
Wow. You really are useless, aren't you? How do you manage to use up so much money?
All I did was try to support our family without putting more on your shoulders. But I really can't keep that up anymore. So could you please make some adjustments on our monthly budget? Even $100 more per month would help a lot.
Are you stupid or something? That's not how our society works. Do you think a company will give you a raise if you just ask them for more money? No, you work hard, and the employer decides when the worker deserves a raise. The money that I hand you every month is the same thing as that. If you want money, then go find a job to make it yourself.
But...
You have one job, Becky. Your only job is to make our monthly spending fit inside the budget. You fail to accomplish that and still have the audacity to ask for more money from me? Look, the only reason that you have anything that belongs to you right now is because I supported you. Don't ever forget that, you useless idiot.
Useless idiot? Did you seriously just call me that?
Yes. What's wrong with stating the facts? If I hadn't let you marry me out of the kindness of my heart, then someone like you would have had to stay single for the rest of her life. You should be thankful that I'm even here with you at this very moment.
Hey Becky, did you see the pictures that I sent to you? Neil bought me the best present in the world for my birthday. It's a purse that costs more than everything you own combined. Isn't it gorgeous? Yeah, I saw the picture. That's very impressive, Lisa. Neil has never given me anything expensive as a present before. As a matter of fact, he's never given me a birthday present in general before. What? No way. Why wouldn't he give you any presents? Well, he stopped giving me anything as soon as we got married. According to him, it's a waste of money that we could be spending to support the two of us. Wow, that is harsh. But then again, I guess Neil didn't have much of a choice on that topic. I mean, who would want to give any presents to you? I heard that you're useless at home. What? Yeah, Neil tells me all about the things you mess up all the time. I thought you'd start learning from your mistakes, but I guess you're still dragging my brother down. You can't even keep up your spending within the family budget, right? Do you even know how much I get each month for everything? I only get $500 to pay for all the food and utilities. $500? Seriously? You're telling me that you think $500 isn't enough to pay for a month's worth of expenses? I mean, how could you not? Well, it's different for the two of us. You live by yourself at the moment, don't you? How much do you spend each month to pay for your groceries and utilities? I'd say about $1,500. I absolutely hate doing housework, so I just pay someone else to do it all for me. Really? Yeah, but I make someone else do all of the cleaning, cooking, and shopping for me, and it still only cost me about $1,500 a month. If you did it all by yourself, then I'd imagine that you could manage to keep the spending to a third of what I'd spend. I mean, I'm sure that I would be able to do all of that as a housewife if I was in your shoes. It's not that simple, Lisa. As soon as an unexpected fee appears, the plan for the whole month suddenly crumbles. You know what I hear? I hear excuses. I would never let out any excuses if I were you. I've only been talking to you a few times, and I'm already starting to get annoyed. I feel horrible for my brother for having to live under the same roof as you. How could you say that to your sister-in-law? Do not take it personally, but I'm going to use you as a good example of how not to carry out my marriage life. In case you haven't heard by now, me and my fiancé have decided to host our wedding next month, so I'm officially becoming his wife. I'll make sure to take care of our monthly budget flawlessly, and my husband will give me presents every month. I wish the best for you, honey.
maybe you'll find out how difficult it is to pay for everything with only $500 a month.
You know, I'm gonna be real with you. If you don't step up your game, Neil might decide that you're not worth his time. So if you don't want that to happen, then at least start trying to become a good wife.
Neil, I'm sorry for contacting you on such a short notice, but I don't think I'm going to make it to today's wedding. I've had a fever since this morning and it won't go away, even after I drank some medicine.
What the hell do you mean? Are you trying to tell me that you can't show up to my precious little sister's wedding? What makes you even slightly think that I would allow that to happen? Come to the wedding hall right now, or else.
I really want to. I do. But my fever just reached 100 degrees. I really don't think I'm going to make it through the whole thing conscious.
Do you think I care what your body temperature is? The only thing that I care about is whether you refuse to show up to my sister's wedding and ruin her impression. How do you think the guests are going to react when they see that there's an empty seat at the family's table? They'll think someone purposely refused to show, and that'll ruin the whole thing.
Could you please just set my seat aside then?
No, you're my wife and the bride's older sister-in-law. There's no chance that I'll ever allow you to be absent from this event.
But... Are you seriously telling me to attend a wedding with this kind of fever? I can barely stand up right now, and I'm barely grasping onto conscience as I'm texting you right now. There's no way I'll be able to survive a whole wedding.
Well, then you're not trying hard enough. You have the rest of your life to slack off at home as a housewife, so make yourself useful when it matters for once.
Seriously? Do you think I got sick on your sister's wedding day on purpose? It's not like I can control it.
Shut up. Just go get ready and be here at the wedding hall in an hour. I'll meet you at the entrance. And don't forget about my necktie.
Your necktie? What's wrong with your necktie?
You said that you wanted to stay lying down for as long as possible, so I came along. But I had to tie my own necktie, and I don't like how it turned out. So I need you to come and tie it over again like you always do.
Are you being serious right now? You can't even tie your own necktie?
Shut your mouth. I could if I wanted to. It's just that I've been making you do it for me for a long while, and thanks to that, I've been having trouble making a clean knot.
Can't you ask one of your parents or friends? I really don't think I can make it there today.
What? You want a grown man like me to go to my parents and ask them to tie a necktie for me? How on earth do you think that I will go out of my way to embarrass myself like that?
Then please just try to do it on your own. I'm sure there's tons of tutorials on YouTube about how to tie a necktie.
Do you think I haven't tried that already? I tried to do it myself while watching a tutorial video and it didn't work. Why else would I be asking you to do it for me? I can't attend my precious little sister's wedding with a necktie like this. Just hurry up and come here.
I told you already. I have 100-degree fever right now.
I've heard enough of your excuses. If your husband tells you to go somewhere, then you shut up and go there. It's not my problem whether you're sick or not. If you can't walk, then crawl. I swear, if you don't come here right now, I can and will divorce you.
You know what? Okay. I finally made up my mind. We're officially divorced, Neil. I cannot take being your wife anymore. I'll be resting for a little more, so excuse me. Once I'm feeling better, I'll go and get a divorce paper so we can sign it and turn it in.
Wait, what do you mean we're officially divorced?
Well, you just said that you can and will divorce me if I don't crawl over to your sister's wedding. So I chose to divorce you instead.
Why the hell would you make that choice? Are you out of your mind? You could just come over to the wedding. Whatever. Fools will be fools, I guess.
I'm confident that staying together with you is more foolish than any other choice. I can't allow myself to keep being harassed by you, and I don't want to be your caretaker for the rest of your life. I'm confident that I'll enjoy the rest of my life, not having to worry about babying you.
What do you mean?
Well then, that's that. So I hope you're able to figure out how to tie your own necktie. You're already a big boy, so you're gonna have to learn how to do it at some point anyway.
What kind of wife refuses to tie her husband's tie and doesn't show up for his sister's wedding? You know what? Fine. I don't care. You're nothing to me now, so leave my house right now.
I'm glad we're on the same page here. Well then, I guess this is a mutual agreement.
Whatever. We both know that you'll be begging me to take you back in a matter of weeks. You're just a housewife who can't make a living on her own. You literally need me, and I don't need you. Even your old workplace wouldn't hire you since you've been away for so long. You'll have no job and no money. And you'll be begging me to take you back before you even know it.
I'll work hard so that doesn't happen. Well then, it seems like the medicine is starting to work, so I'll be going to sleep now. I'll pack my things and leave the house as soon as I wake up. I just heard the news from Neil. What a shame. You're gonna miss the wedding because of some fever today, right? Yes, and I just fallen asleep. Thanks a lot for waking me up, Lisa. Well then, I assume that you've come to your senses after a refreshing slumber. Do you remember that you announced that you were going to divorce my brother? I mean, I get that you were barely conscious because of the fever, but how stupid could you possibly be? Do you even remember saying that? Of course I remember, and I'm grateful that I got this fever because it allowed me to finally say what I've been wanting to say for the past few years. Seriously? I think you need to get your brain checked out at the hospital. You never would have gotten close to the life that you live right now if it weren't for Neil. But you throw all of that away because of some stupid reason like this? I don't know what you've heard from that man, but our marriage was not happy at all. And it's obvious that my life will be way better if I have a new and fresh start without him. You don't have to act so tough in front of me. I know that you're saying all of this nonsense because your brain is not working right now, but you'll regret it once you'll cool off. You know, I could do you a favor and set up a chance for you to apologize. Your fever is starting to go away, isn't it? Just swallow your pride and come to the wedding already. I'm sorry, but I seriously don't think that I can make it today. And I need to pack up and leave the house by the end of the day anyway, so I won't have time to go either way. So you're serious about the divorce, huh? You're more stubborn than I thought you would be. Whatever, I guess you're free to go then. I never considered you to be worthy of Neil's wife anyway. I'm sure he'll appreciate your decision. He deserves someone who is kind, witty, and thoughtful, unlike someone. I'm sure he does, and I hope he finds someone who can fit his criteria. Like, seriously, why did he even marry you in the first place? You don't show up to your sister-in-law's wedding and get a fever on top of that. If you can't take care of your spending or your health, then what good are you? Hurry up and sign the divorce paper already. You don't have to tell me to. I'll be sure that it's signed and turned in by the end of the day. Regardless of the reason, I'm sorry for not being able to show up to your wedding today, and I appreciate that you invited me. I've already contacted and apologized to the groom's side, so you don't have to worry about their judgment of me being absent. What? Why would you go out of your way to do that? And how do you know the groom's phone number? I never taught you his number, have I? No, but we used to be in the same class during high school, so I've always known his phone number. Haven't I told you before? What? No, you have not told me that before. You and Kevin used to be classmates? Yes, and it's a very long time since I'd last seen him. He was always one of the most social and brightest people that I'd ever seen. I remember that he was even chosen as student body president one time. I was the vice president, so we were pretty close to each other at the time. What? Wait, you're not joking right now, are you? I've never heard of that story from him before. I mean, why would he tell you? I'm sure he never even imagined that I would be his fiancée sister-in-law. Well, up until a few hours ago, that is. What? Kevin came over to your parents' house to say hi a few months ago, didn't he? Well, I was there during that event, but Neil told me to stay in the kitchen while the guest was there. And I stayed in the kitchen the whole time you two were cooking and cleaning. So I never got to meet him when everyone else in the family did. Oh, I mean, I can't imagine my brother saying that to you, I guess. I only got to see a glimpse of his face just as the two of you were leaving, and I was absolutely shocked to see that a high school classmate was marrying my sister-in-law. Wait, so what did you text him earlier? You only said that you were so sick so you weren't coming, right? Don't you dare tell me that you told him about the whole drama of your divorce. Wait, did you not want me to tell him? I told him all about me and Neil getting divorced, along with a notice that I wasn't coming to the wedding today. What? I mean, Neil is going to be Kevin's brother-in-law, so why wouldn't I want him to give a heads up about the kind of person his soon-to-be older brother is? I just gave him a short explanation about the kind of people you and your brother are. What do you mean you gave him an explanation? You didn't say anything that would damage my image, did you? Oh no, I think my fever is starting to go back up again. I better get back to sleep then. I'll see you when I'm better. Have fun with your wedding.
Becky, please, just come back and live with me. Can't do anything and the house is falling apart without you.
What?
I don't even know how to get the washing machine to work. And I'm already tired of ordering pizza. I need your handmade food. Just please come back. I'm begging you.
It's barely been a week since I left Neil. If all you want is an obedient maid, then don't come to me and hire one with your money. And if you can't manage to live alone, then why don't you go back to living with your parents?
I would have gone back if I could. But I can't, thanks to you absolutely demolishing my sister's wedding. You know, they won't even talk to me.
What? What do you mean?
Quit acting dumb. You know what happened. Since you snitched to me and Lisa, the groom called the wedding off minutes before it started. He started going off about how he can't marry someone who can't respect others. He especially shamed me for ridiculing my own wife. And that he didn't even remotely want anything to do with me.
Oh, really? All Kevin texted me was thanks for telling me about something so important. So I had no idea what had specifically happened to the two of you. He did offer to go for a drink sometime when I'm feeling better, though.
Well, I hope you're proud because Lisa has been staying at our parents' house and bawling her eyes out since then. And when I tried to visit, Lisa threw a huge tantrum about it all being my fault. She even said that she never wanted to see my face ever again. Now I'm not even allowed to go back to my house anymore.
Oh, wow, so that's what happened.
Yeah, but I can't do anything around the house. And everyone in my office knows that I got divorced from you for some reason.
What?
Yeah, neither my colleagues nor my boss speak to me unless they absolutely have to. And the treatment that I receive from my female colleagues is absolutely horrible. Well, no matter what I ask them to do, all they tell me is that I should do it myself instead of relying on a woman to do it for me. They even refuse to pour a cup of coffee when I ask them to.
Oh, wow, that must be horrible. I guess you've learned a valuable lesson. Never underestimate the power of a group of females who've found a common enemy.
Look, I really am regretting my actions right now. I recognize that I've treated you wrongly throughout our marriage. And I never should have ridiculed you for being a housewife. I finally appreciate everything you've done for me. Don't you want to come back to being in the comfort and protection of me?
Seriously?
You probably haven't found a new job yet, have you? So you can come back to serving me as a housewife and we can have a mutual relationship again. All you have to do is worry about taking care of the house from now on.
Are you kidding? Of course I've already found a job. And it's a really good one too.
What? You already found a job? But you've barely had any experience doing anything for the past 10 years that you were staying at home.
If anything, I've been taking care of you like a baby for the past 10 years, taking care of you at home. And from day in to day out. Why would such a hard worker like me have trouble finding a job? If anything, I got tons of offers from all kinds of different companies. I decided on the best choice that I could find and got in without any trouble at all.
Really?
Yeah, and I think I'm doing pretty well at it too. The work is really fun and the work environment is amazing too. By the way, thanks to you for treating me like a maid for the past decade, I've had absolutely no trouble keeping my order in my house.
But wait, so you have no intention of moving back in with me?
Of course not. So if you want a maid, then I suggest you hire one, because I'm not going back. Now wait, you wouldn't be able to pay for a maid with a $500 monthly budget, would you? I guess you'd finally found out how much the effort from a housewife is worth. Later on, I heard that Neil decided that he couldn't change, so he hired a maid to work for him to do housework. But after trying to make them do as good of a job as I used to, The fee for a month came out to be $2,500. I mean, what would you expect after having 3 meals a day made for you, along with cleaning and grooming? After a month, he gave up on hiring a maid. But apparently, everything he wears is crunched up and his tie is just a mess too. I've heard that he's been reported to the security a few times because he looked so unfit for the office.
Thank you for watching till the end. If you felt good about this video, like the video. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comments. Subscribe too. Your likes and subs lead to our motivation. We have so many videos on our channel as well, so go ahead and take a look. See you in the next video.